going on?
Alright, so this is our new comic book day for September 2nd. Alright, I'm going to start out with Marvel, and then DC, and then Independence. So, we got Black Widow, #1. That's the A cover. And I like this one better. This is the Jason Scott Campbell cover.
Oh yeah.
You know, he does female superheroes and villains very well.
I agree.
Okay, this is Thor, #5, 3rd print. And that's an awesome cover. Black Winter.
Mm-hmm. They look sick.
And then we got Empire, #6. Captain Marvel, #18, 2nd print. And I know, it scares me, to be honest with you. Because when I was collecting books back in the mid-'80s, they just had started coming out with, 2nd prints, 3rd prints. Actually, the first book that I remember coming out with it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was collecting. But like I said, when you first come into it, you don't know your books, you don't know your artists, you don't know anything. So, unless, somebody's been schooling you. But, so, back then, you were taught to stay away from the 2nd and 3rd and 4th prints. That nobody wanted those, you didn't want to touch those. If it wasn't 1st print, you didn't want it. And if you think about it, the Turtles books, like the 3rd printing of #1, is not as expensive as #1. And that's how the pricing was. But now you're getting a lot of these books coming out and they're having, first appearances on a 2nd print cover or something like that. And lower print runs. It was probably lower print runs back in the mid-'80s until it got to the '90s, and then it blew the hell up. But luckily I wasn't collecting in the '90s. So now it's the opposite. Now, 2nd, 3rd, 4th print, some of them are worth way more than the 1st printing. So I don't know. I don't know if the 2nd, but I just hope it doesn't start like this and slowly build up to where it went in the '90s. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. Let me know what you think about that. You think these 3rd prints, 2nd prints are going to retain their value, or do you think that down the road they're not going to be worth anything? I was always brought up thinking that if you were going to get a key book, the A cover would be the one to get. And that's what I usually try to do. Although it seems to me that the comic book people are putting, sometimes more than not, they're putting better artists on the 2nd print or the B cover, not the 2nd print, but the B cover, to get you to buy that 2nd book when it's the same book, but it's got better cover art. Let me know. I'd like to know what y'all's opinions are on it. But anyway, back to this. Okay, we got Miles Morales, 18, cover A. And then this is C cover.
That's a cool cover.
Yep. I think the B cover was an incentive cover, I'm not sure. Venom 27, 2nd print.
I think that's a wicked looking cover.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
It's funny, Captain America looks like Agent Smith in Matrix almost.
Yeah, or who's the guy who does the Jeff Dunham. If you know Jeff Dunham, he does these puppets. And let me think of his name. What's the old man's name that he does?
Walter. Right?
Walter. Yeah. Tell me that Captain America's face don't look like Walter's face.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, we got Ravencroft #4. This was a book that they actually, I thought, had canceled before COVID started, and then they decided to bring it back out. So I know that this coming week, I believe number 5's coming out, because I think they had released number 4 on digital only or something like that, but then they came back to print it. Justice League 52 is DC now. And remember, 53 is where the death metal crossover starts.
Yeah, I was gonna say 53 or 54, but yeah.
Batman: The Adventures Continue number 4. There is a second print of number 2 coming out this week, which was a minor key. Batman 98. This is part 4 of the Joker War.
It's funny what Harley says on the cover.
Yes, A cover. Yeah, Punchline. I'm going to change your name to Knockout.
Yeah, she doesn't like Punchline.
And then this is a pretty wicked B cover.
Speaking of Punchline.
Yep. It's like Punchline morphing from Joker into Punchline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a sick cover. Always sick B covers for Detective Comics, you know, Action Comics, and Batman 98.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the Sandman universe. I haven't really read anything from the Sandman universe. So I thought I'd, grab a couple books. This is the Sandman universe, The Dreaming Waking Hours. And this is number 2. I have number 1. I haven't read it yet. Strange Adventures. This is number 5. And this is Independence now. It's Dynamite, Sacred 6. This is A cover. And this is B cover. This is Perillo.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a big Perillo fan. This is another good book, hot book. This is Die 13. It's got an awesome A cover on it. And here's the other cover. Alright, this is Bang, number 3. And this is from Ablaze. This is the Sumerian people of the Black Circle. Now this is supposedly an uncensored version of Conan. I'm looking forward to reading that.
Yeah, me too.
And, Bitterroot, I think I got like number 1 or something when it first came out. And then along the way, there was a couple variants that I got. The Prince variant, I got that one. This one here is a homage to the movie Juice. So I picked that up. I thought that was pretty cool. I definitely want to read this from Boom. We Only Find Them When They're Dead, number 1. From what I understand, this is a pretty good story in it. And then the last book that I got from Zenoscope was Conspiracy, The Black Knight Satellite. So I've seen a lot of different pictures of Earth's orbit and that little black night satellite that they call up there. Nobody seems to know, who that belongs to. But that's all I got. Let's see what Brandon got.
Okay, so I have Marvel and DC and the Independents. Empire number 6. Captain Marvel 18, second print. Alright, on the DC. Strange Adventures number 5. Justice League number 52. Batman The Adventures Continue number 4. Batman 98. A. And the really nice B cover. Alright, Black Widow number 1, Jason Scott Campbell. I definitely agree. His art, especially with women, heroes or villains, is great. Alright, on to Independence. Vampirella number 13, Perillo, A. Man, Perillo is just something else. And B. Bang number 3.
You have to let me know how this one turns out. I was debating on whether to get that or not.
Yeah, I definitely will. I'm interested in reading it. I read what it was about, and yeah, that's why I got it. Ink Blot number 1. Definitely interested in reading that. Red Sonja number 19, B. And Sacred 6 number 2, Perillo, B cover. And last but not least, a nice D cover.
Yeah, that looks pretty nice.
I wanted to get the cover with the Panther on it and all that. Well, that's with the Panther on it, but there's a couple different ones with the Panther on it I really wanted to get, especially the black and white version.
Yeah, I saw the one with the Panther on it. I was thinking about getting that one too. That was a nice looking cover. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Alright, people. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, hit that like button. Please share it. And hit that notification bell so you know when our next video drops. Later.
See ya.